Hello everyone, today is Thursday, August 23rd. My power went out at about 5 a.m., which is about 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I managed to make a video. The Autotrader had pretty spectacular performance in the first couple of hours of trading. So anyway, as you know, we have a hurricane approaching, and so power went out. It came on about 60 minutes later. Okay, so here is a shot of the hurricane and its proximity to the Hawaiian Islands. I'm on Maui right here, and the hurricane is heading to the north. It's moving very slowly at 7 miles an hour, and you can see what we're up against. It's expected to turn to the northwest. Here's the hurricane track here, and you can see that we're going to be affected by this for the next couple of days. So if I have power, I'll make a video tomorrow, but I doubt that we'll have power through the night. Okay, so first up is the DAX on 150 Heikin-Ashi tick chart, and this did 1412 for the day here. It hit its goal of 1500. I didn't bother to be able to click on all the buttons I usually do. I'm just going to show the trades here. So this one pretty. Okay, next up is the DAX on the Superinco 14 tick. This is the one with the $2,000 goal, and it looks like we had two long trades. We didn't get filled on this short swing here, obviously. Otherwise it would have traded. So we have a pullback of about 4 ticks on this one, or 7 ticks, I believe. Anyway, it hit its goal and probably had a couple of ticks of slippage. Okay, next is the E-mini S&P on a 987 tick line break chart, and you can see a couple of trades here. The equity curve starting at 0, so it looks like we had 5 trades, 4 winners and 1 loser, and this did 1300 for the day, pretty solid. Okay, next up is the NASDAQ on a 5-minute chart, and it's currently in an open position, short one. It covered one contract here, and so it has a closed P&L of 575 and an open P&L of 110. Okay, next is the E-mini S&P on a 987 Heikin-Ashi tick chart, and this had 3 trades here. Did 975 the goal, and this one is 1,000. So really nice signals on the indicators, as you can see here, and the Autotrader taking those signals automatically. There was a short trade after the first long, and obviously that did not get filled. It probably would have been break even to a loser. So really nice performance on this chart. Okay, next up is the DAX on a Superinco 14 tick. This is one with the $3,500 goal, and this also did not get filled on the short trade, but it had 3 spectacular trades, really excellent trade placement here, and this hit its goal of 3,500 and had $112 of positive slippage. This also did good the other day when my computer crashed and I wasn't able to make the video. This chart performed, so 2 or 3 times this week it's hit its goal. Okay, next up is the DAX on the 233 Heikin-Ashi tick chart, and I've only plotted this chart for a couple of days, so the verdict on consistency isn't totally in yet. Pretty loose targets on this, so here you see it missed getting out of this trade with a profit, and this should probably be changed. This kind of move probably shouldn't get away here. Same here. These have been 2 profitable trades, but the fact that we let it run on this move is interesting because it hit its goal here of $2,500 on this trade and then this short afterwards. Okay, this is a new chart that I'm plotting. This is the NASDAQ on a 20 regular Renko bar, and notice for the day here the swings are actually pretty large, and I'm pretty loose on the targets here. So it had a pretty nice trade here that made an equity high of about $1,300, and then we had a losing trade here and gave back 500, and now it's currently short 2 with a couple of ticks open P&L. So again, this is the first time plotting this chart. We'll see how it does going forward. Okay, next is the E-mini S&P on a regular 5 Renko chart. This had true trades back to back with a higher time frame filter of Super Renko 6, I believe. Anyway, this did 1,012. The goal on this, I believe, is 1,000, and it had a tick positive slippage. So this regular 5 Renko on the ES has done really, been really consistent for us. Okay, next up is the DAX on a 150 tick line break chart. 3 or 4 trades here and doing 1462 for the day. I believe it hit its goal of 1500 and had some slippage here, but pretty nice looking swings on the line break. Okay, next is the NASDAQ on a 987 Heikin-Ashi chart, and a couple of losers here drew down only about 100 per contract and then came back with 2 winners here and did 995. I think the goal on this is 1,000. Okay, so about this time I began to get paranoid that I was going to lose my work as I was running this on battery backup, but there was a few other charts that performed well today that I didn't cover in the video. One was the DAX on the 16 tick, which did 1262. It had a closed P&L of 1262 and an open P&L of 91250, so it was on the way to hitting its goal. And then we had the Russell that had an open P&L of 600 and a closed P&L of 355, really solid there. The gold on a 233 Heikin-Ashi had a gain of about 300. The crude on 150 Heikin-Ashi had a gain of a few hundred, and the E-mini S&P on a 1597 Heikin-Ashi had a gain of about 450. Anyway, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching today.